Beloved Swami, UK Central Council trustees, and most important of all the active workers gathered here today. On behalf of the Sri Sathya Sai Global Council and the UK Central Council, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you today to the National Office Bearers Conference 2025. I would like to start by thanking and acknowledging my Balvikas Guru, the founder of Brixton Sai Centre, one of the very early centres established in Region 1 in the early 80s, the late Raman Solanki, whose birthday it also is today. Balvikas helped me find God. It taught me how to love God, and it has been a guiding force throughout my life. In fact, joining Brixton Sai Centre at the age of 9 was the biggest ever turning point, transforming the direction of my entire life. Each one of you gathered here today, whether as office bearers or active workers, has a crucial role in shaping the future of the organisation and inspiring the next generation to carry forward Swami's divine mission. On my drive here this morning, I was reflecting on my past. Of the 15 National Council presidents in the United Kingdom that we've had since its inception, since the 1970s, starting with Mr. Sitaram, who started the UK organisation in the 70s, I have had the great honour and blessings to have worked with, in varying capacities, 14 of the 15 UK presidents, starting with Lucas Raleigh. I will never forget going with my centre president, Raman Bhai, to lots of mini satsangs around the country, and we used to show videos of Swami and the millimetre reels that we had to change. And that's how it all began for me. And now, what an incredible honour to stand before you as Zone 6 Chair of UK and Europe. But dear brothers and sisters, I must admit, standing here today in front of you, I suddenly feel terribly old. The role of the Zonal Chair is not merely a ceremonial role, being wheeled out at national events, giving speeches, welcoming people, or sitting in the front row. Absolutely not. That is never what Swami intended. This role is about service, not status. The Zonal Chair is here to serve the devotees, to support, to uplift, and to work alongside each one of you. The Zone Chair is the one constant in an ever-evolving and changing merry-go-round of office bearers. It is their job to set the tone, the pace and direction of this organisation. As the Pope so beautifully put it, we are servus servorum Dei, the servants of the Lord. And that's exactly what this role should be, a commitment to selfless service, walking hand in hand with each one of you doing Swami's work. You know, it reminds me of an interview that we had in the Mandir back in 2004 with 180 Sai UK youth. We had just conducted a week-long medical camp across 4 villages in Andhra. All 180 youth working round the clock, often without food and sleep. Swami had called them all for an interview in the Mandir. During the interview, I introduced the then Zonal Chair and Central Coordinator to Bhagavan. And straight away, Swami said, "But they must also do." I look forward to serving each and every one of you in the coming months and years, supporting Pratap Bhai, the UK Central Council trustees, but most importantly, each one of you. Today I stand before you with a deep sense of responsibility, urgency, and unwavering faith in Bhagavan's divine plan for Europe. We are at a turning point, a moment where we have the opportunity and duty to build something quite extraordinary, a strong, unified Sai presence across Europe, firmly anchored in the Sri Sathya Sai Global Council. For too long, Europe has been fragmented, with devotees pulled in different directions, often fed false narratives that go against Swami's own words and mission. Some have been told that there is no need to go to Prashanti Nilayam anymore. But devotees, we know the truth. Prashanti is our spiritual home. Just as the Ganges flows to the ocean, our spiritual journey ultimately leads us to the lotus feet of our Lord in Prashanti Nilayam. Unfortunately, we are starting from scratch in many places in Europe. Unlike in the United Kingdom, where we have a well-established structure, in Europe, in the 27 countries, I do not even know where our Global Council devotees are. But things are changing. We now have a very strong zonal leadership team that meets bi-weekly as we start the rebuild. We have begun mapping out devotees and groups using a simple database, an Excel spreadsheet, with name, address, email, WhatsApp, so that no devotee in Europe feels isolated. Despite the many challenges, splinter groups, and fakes parading as Swami, progress is happening, and it is happening quickly. Our zonal pilgrimage is the catalyst for all these activities. There is a real buzz, excitement, and anticipation across Europe for this historic Zone 6 pilgrimage. This pilgrimage will be the spark that reignites Swami's presence across Europe. If you want to be part of a truly historic moment where UK and Europe come together for the first time, please join us on this very special zonal pilgrimage celebrating 100 years of the Avatar's divine presence on this earth. Before I turn to my final point, I would like to take a moment today to honor and pay my respects to a formidable light who merged with Swami on New Year's Eve, the late and great Carol Alderman. Carol Alderman was a pillar of the Sai organization, serving as our national SSEHV coordinator for many years. In the 1990s, suddenly her predecessor left the organization. She felt the program was being hindered because we had put Sathya Sai before EHV. She didn't feel that was right, and the program would do better without Swami's name. What fool. Carol Alderman took over, and she put the SS back into EHV. She did not give up. She rebuilt the whole program from scratch. Lesson plans, manuals, training programs, and so many resources right from scratch. She worked a 20-hour day every day for years. Alongside her husband, Bob Alderman, she went even further, founding BISE, the British Institute of Sathya Sai Education, our very own human values institution dedicated to Swami's teachings. Through BISE, they trained teachers across the world, spreading human values far and wide. Carol's dedication, resilience, and unwavering commitment to Swami's mission and education in human values will remain an inspiration to us all. May we honor her legacy by continuing the work she so lovingly began. More on this another time. Now I would like to turn your attention to the formation of the CIO in UK. One of the most significant milestones for our organization in recent decades has been the formation of the Charitable Incorporated Organization, or CIO. This is not just a legal structure. It is a foundation that allows the Sai mission in the United Kingdom to stand on its own feet, operate with integrity, and fulfill its spiritual and service objectives in full alignment with Swami's teachings. For years, we have navigated various challenges around funding Sai events, governance, compliance, and financial stability. The CIO is the answer. It ensures we meet regulatory requirements, enabling our Sai centers to receive gift aid to support their activities, whilst providing a strong, independent framework that secures the long-term future of our organization. Since taking zonal office, many devotees have asked me, how can we contribute to the activities of the Sai organization in the United Kingdom? Especially knowing that the UK Trust's failure to support valuable events like this Office Bearers Conference, Ishwaramma Day, Swami's birthday and Christmas, organized for the benefits of our devotees. Many devotees, knowing that their contributions have suddenly stopped and are now propping up other gurus and organizations. These devotees have approached us that we want to be part of this organization. We want our money to be used for this organization. Asking us, how can we support the growth of Swami's work and organization in this country? Devotees, the answer is simple, through the CIO, where every penny is regarded as devotees' money, not the money of the CIO. Whether it's service projects, educational initiatives, or devotional activities, you can be confident knowing that every single penny is used exclusively for Bhagavan's organization in this country. And let me be crystal clear, this is not our money, this is devotees' money, this is your money. We believe that every donation, every contribution is the hard-earned offering of a devotee. It is not the property of the CIO, nor is it ours to use as we wish. We are merely custodians, accountable not just to the devotees, but to Swami himself. Every euro, every pound, every penny must go into supporting, preserving, and strengthening the unique work started by Bhagavan for his organization. The CIO is more than a legal entity. It is a commitment to the governance, self-sufficiency, and unwavering dedication to Swami's work. None of this would have been possible without the relentless dedication of our UK Central Council. Cynthia. For over a year, they have poured in their time, expertise, and even their own personal funds, as we heard, to ensure that the Sai organization in the UK stands strong with a legally recognized independent structure. They have navigated legal complexities, worked with lawyers, charitable trusts, and regulatory bodies, all to safeguard Bhagavan's mission for generations to come. I would now like you to join me in honoring the 3 lead trustees on this project who led the charge, working tirelessly to make this vision a reality. They're totally unaware of this, but I would now like to call onto the stage, and please show your gratitude as I honor and salute each of them one by one. Pratap Bhai, Dr. Shakti Shanmugadasan, and Ronnie Ramdin, please can you come to the stage? In 2 Puttaparthi style. May Swami bless you, and we are so grateful for everything that you've done for us. Jai Sai Ram.